Yeah, he's severely underestimating Glottis.
Captain Calavera?
Puerto Zapato, sailor. We're here at last. Beautiful port, isn't she?
Yes, sir. There's some customs officials down below, sir. They want to search the ship.
Fine, fine. We've got nothing to hide, eh? No skeletons in our closet.
Yes, sir.
Secure the bow, boys, like a rock this time.
Manuel,
Salvador?
I hope this very urgent message gets to you in time. Our man in Zapato says Miss Colomar never made it to the port. It said she threw herself overboard at the Pearl. I don't know if you believe that. Whatever you do not land in Puerto Zapato. It's a trap. Assassins will attempt to board your ship disguised as customs agents. Beware, and viva la revolución!
Yeah, too late. Too late.
Ensign. Ensign Arnold was just a kid. I'm sorry I led you into trouble, sailor. Oh, no. Ensign Arnold was just a kid. This can't be happening. Hey! He's back here!
Sack him! Custom officials, open this door!
Yeah, we want to check your bags.
Don't worry, Captain. We're safe in here. Okay, let's just set the explosives and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, not so safe.
It's hard to totally panic when you're wearing that little sailor suit.
No, it's not!
Gladys, do something.
Okay.
Yeah, not exactly what we had in mind, Glottis.
Híjole. Gladys sure did a number on that old diesel. If it were just a little more powerful, we could probably tear on out of here.
I tried. Oh, I tried. But I failed. It's not powerful enough.
Hey, maintain, sailor.
Alright. So now we get to have a little bit of fun.
Looks like the anchor's down. Can't reach.
Alright. So I just need to check over here.
That's the starboard anchor control.
Alright.
Oh, sure. Now I find an actual rusty anchor. It says, inspected by number 36?
Okay, that's really funny. I didn't remember that. That's cute. Alright, so that doesn't work. Right. Alright, I think I remember how this goes. I remember how this goes now. Alright, so there's the buttons on each side to control the anchors. And then there's these ones here. Oh, those signifiers are new. So as you can see, this gives us alright. Alright. Okay, that did, I believe, what I wanted it to. Now, if I bring this... Oops. I went over too far. Maneuvering in here is a little awkward. As you can see, now I've connected the anchors together. Now, I need the scythe.
My scythe. I like to keep it next to where my heart used to be.
Okay. Use that.
Well, there you go.
You mentioned tearing on out of here. So now we're gonna have a little bit of fun. Just have to get in the right direction. Oh, right. It's not this at all. I remember the solution to problems, but not necessarily how to, like, the specifics of how to achieve them all the time. But hitting this button here should do what I want it to do.
Glottis, cover your ears.
Oh. That was
What
pleasant.
was that?
The dotted line, buddy.
Now I go to these controls here and heave back. We have literally torn the ship asunder. Luckily they're skeletons. And the ship's been renamed the Lola, which I think is really sweet, actually.
Just a little farther, Glottis.
They're trying to get to the pearl, but they weren't gonna get far with half a ship. We're looking for Meche. She jumped off at the pearl.
Manny, choking!
Mira, snap out of it, sailor.
Easy for you to say, you don't have lungs.
Hey, you live without your heart once, so you can live without air for a little while. Just until I figure out what we're gonna do. Not blue yet. You all right?
I'm a spirit of the land, Manny, not of the sea.
Hang in there, mano.
Alright.
Beware, brave captain. Here in the darkest depths of the Sea of Lament dwell the most horrible monsters of all. The fearsome, murky demons of the deep will swallow you whole the instant you leave this pool of light. Heed my warning, or take one step forward and learn for yourself.
All right, I believe you. Just quit it with the creepy spirit of the land voice, huh?
Here comes one now.
Híjole, amigo.
Huh? Who? Oh, geez, another shipwreck. You see, that's why I never travel by boat.
We've had a little accident. Think you could help us out?
Depends on what kind of help you're looking for.
Could we borrow that light for a second?
Sorry, I'm kind of attached to it.
Literally.
Could we tag along with you?
Well, it's a long walk you're talking about.
We don't have any other choice.
Oh, all right then. Lift those knees, stick close to my light, and try to sing in key. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine,
You're about to find
I'm
out
gonna
that
let
they
it shine.
cannot
Let it
sing.
shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under some seaweed. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under some seaweed. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under some seaweed. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Scare away sea monsters. Yeah. I'm gonna let it shine. Scare away sea monsters. Yeah. I'm gonna let it shine. Scare away sea monsters. Yeah. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
Let it shine.
I'm not gonna let you touch it. No, I'm gonna let it shine. I'm not gonna let you touch it. No, I'm gonna let it shine. I'm not gonna let you touch it. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
Have you already sensed what the problem is? Yeah.
I thought that looked like our ship.
That's just a trick the ocean plays on your mind, kid. Makes everything look the same after a while, like you was going in circles.
Well, this isn't the kind of progress I was hoping for.
Oh, well, the wet march of the soul ain't for everybody.
Could you take us to the Pearl?
Ha! You don't believe
Yeah.
those old stories, do you? You think somewhere in this ocean there's a gigantic pearl that shines so brightly it can be seen from passing ships? And that sometimes sailors so allured by its luster actually fling themselves overboard to dive for it and are never heard from again?
Yeah, and I think it's right over...
Blah! I've been walking this ocean for years. I ain't never seen it.
He's been walking in circles for years, is what he's been doing.
Could you send for help?
Oh, sure. I promise to call for help at the next phone booth I walk by.
No, really. The Pearl is right over there.
You poor sucker. That's the moon. Tell me you didn't come all this way out here to pearl dive the moon.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing down here?
Trying to get out of the land of the dead, same as everybody else.
Why are you walking instead of taking a ship?
Got sick of waiting around Rubalcaba for a boat. Figured I'd make better time this way.
Why didn't I think of that? How do you know where you're going?
See the moon over there? I just keep it on my right. That way I know I'm heading in a straight line.
But
Oldest trick in the book.
Yeah, except that's not the moon.
is everything okay with your eyebrows?
Them is barnacles, genius. I don't move fast enough to shake them, so they tend to pile up. I don't mind, though. They're the only company I got. Ain't you, boys?
Jeez.
Shouldn't you have hit dry land by now?
I'm trying to cross a big ocean here, Sonny. What do you know about it?
I've already done it. In a boat.
A boat? Don't talk to me about boats.
What's the problem with boats?
We have
Yeah.
such a nice boat. Why is everybody always talking about boats? You got a perfectly good pair of legs. Why not use them, I say?
Let me guess. You died in a boat wreck.
A boat wreck would have been better than what happened to us. Led off course by bad equipment, lost for weeks, no food, no shelter from the sun.
Oops.
What happened in the end?
What happened was, I learned 3 valuable lessons. Stay away from boats. When it comes to navigation, trust only the moon and the stars. And when there's only 2 of you left, never, ever go to sleep.
Yeah.
how long have you been down here?
Well, let me put it this way. I wasn't always this color.
How have you kept that light going all these years?
Well, I found this coral, this glow-in-the-dark coral. Damnedest thing. Glows like a lightning bug and never seems to wear out.
I had some of that once. Made a nice grappling hook.
I don't
Little
think you had
callback
what
to
I
your
got,
one.
because I don't think you've been to the place where I got it.
Where'd you get the coral?
Edge of the world, boy. That's the only place it grows.
Well, I don't want to break your stride there.
Okay, see you around.
Watch out for sea monsters.
Who? These guys? Oh, they don't mess with old Chapito. I'm too bright for them. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. Hey!
What am I supposed to do with this?
Follow me
Where are you taking me?
to the moon.
Manny, is that the pearl? Ooh-wee! I knew I'd find her someday. I'm rich, 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 rich.
Shh, something's happening.
Manny, what's going on?
I don't know, but I don't like the way that thing's looking at us. I'll bet that light is what's attracting the octopus.
The octopus
I'm not
with a
going
sub.
down there while that monster's looking right at me. Hey, I've got more important things on my mind than jewel theory.
Not me.
Alright, let's go up here.
So there really is a pearl. But does that mean Meche really jumped overboard here? It all just seems so fishy.
Good one, Captain.
So there really is a pearl. But does that mean Meche really jumped overboard here? Ugh. Watch those hands, clams. I think we found our transportation. I can't get anywhere near the sub while that monster's guarding it.
Alright.
Hey, Chapito, go for a swim, will ya? You're drawing too much attention to us.
Too bad. I'm sticking to you like the barnacles on my eyebrows. So don't even think of sneaking off with my pearl.
Except...
Hey, lay off. Hey, where are you going? You can't leave me here all alone. Come back here.
Except he'd been traveling all alone up until this point.
She's coming back.
Welcome to the Octo Sub.
Looks like we're heading south.
But there's nothing on that edge of the world! Except...
The edge.
Yep.
Manny?
Don't ask, carnal, cause I don't know. Getting a little blue around the edges. Gladys, I'm gonna sneak inside and look for Meche.
What if that octopus comes back while you're gone?
Poke him in the eye and steal his sub.
Stupid octopus.
an important clue for later, that one.
Man, that ashtray's so fancy you could eat caviar out of it. It's empty. Children's books. Meche,
Manny, what are you doing here?
I wanted to see how your trip was going, Angel. I am your travel agent, you know. By the way, thanks for that bottle of champagne you sent me. It really hit the spot.
You were headed for a trap. I was trying to warn you. Domino was using me like bait. I didn't want you to end up a prisoner here like me.
Prisoner? Where's your cell? Or are you just sharing a bunk with the warden?
If that's what you think of me, then why did you come here?
Because this is where he belongs. Here, working for me. I knew you'd come around eventually. Right or wrong, Manuel Calavera is always with the winning team, right, Manny? That's why you're here now.
I'm getting off this rock, and I'm taking all of these people with me.
Manny, there's no way off this island. I'm afraid you're stuck here in my little executive training program. See, I need you to take my place here, kid. I've got to get back to the city where the action is.
Sorry, Manny, but I had to come in. My skin was getting all pruny.
Him, I don't need.
I'm gonna grind you to powder for that, cabrón.
Maybe later. But for now, let me just show you your new office.
Careful, BB. The new boss is waking up.
I like my old desk better.
Yeah, it's pretty tiny.
That's the door to the cage.
Duh.
Fly, be free, go by Domino.
Leave us alone. If we get out again, he'll hurt Meche.
Fine then, stay in there.
He is mean.
This is sad. Hola, angelitos.
I'll bite you, I swear to God. Please don't bite anyone else, Pugsy. That's why they put us in the cage in the first place.
Why do you want to bite me?
You're the mean new boss. Mr. Hurley said you were meaner than him. He said you had a bone saw.
Bonesaw is pretty much the one of the ultimate threats. I was gonna say the ultimate threat, but then I was like, Spartella. I don't get it. Okay.
You bite me and I'll sue your parents.
Our parents?
Okay, the voice is Bobby Hill.
Hey, don't cry, children. Please, stop crying. Why am I so bad at this? My name is Manny Calavera. What's yours?
Mr. Hurley told us about you. You're the one who tricked Meche. Poor Meche.
I didn't trick anybody.
Mr. Hurley said he was supposed to take care of Meche, but you stole her case from him. Is that true?
Let me see if I can explain this whole thing to you. You see, I had this job, selling travel packages to immigrant souls. If I sold enough of them, I got to leave the land of the dead. Now, I was in a slump, and I really needed a fat commission, so...
You're a bad man. Go away, bad man. Yeah, go away.
Meche's my friend. You can ask her.
She talked about you before. Every time she says your name, she looks so sad. I don't know what you did to her, but you're gonna be sorry.
Yeah, he's...
What are you two doing in this cage?
Making light bulbs. Look, we're working as hard as we can. Why don't you leave us alone?
Listen, children, I'm here to help.
There's really not much more room in here. Your hands are too big to make light bulbs.
I'm here to help you get out of this cage.
You can't do that. We have to stay here and take care of Meche. She'd be so sad here all alone. Sometimes we hear her crying, you know.
Oh.
I'm the one who's gonna take Meche out of here.
What? You can't do that. Who's gonna take care of us? We'll be all alone.
Manny is really bad at this.
Nice cage you have here.
Mr. Hurley grew demon ravens with human heads in here. He said if we ever tried to get away, he'd send the ravens after us. And let them make nests out of our bones.
Oof.
My hands are not too big to make light bulbs.
Then why don't you help?
I just don't have any of those little tiny tools, that's all.
Here, take my hammer.
Yeah.
You know, I really do want to help.
Then why don't you?
My butt's too big to sit on one of those little perches.
I'm gonna tell Meche you said that word to us. I told you he was bad.
On second thought, maybe I don't.
We don't want to either, but we don't have a choice.
I'm here to help you get out of this cage.
You can't do that. We have to stay here and take care of Meche. She'd be so sad here all alone.
Okay,
Sometimes we hear
they
her
let
crying,
me
you
replay
know.
that one.
Okay, back to work.
So mean.
Really, really sad. This is the tiniest little hammer I've ever seen.
Alright, we have our little hammer. Alright. Now let's go talk to the woman herself.
Oh, look, it's my Prince Charming. Are you back here just to insult me some more, or do you just want some ice for your head?
Come on, we're getting out of here.
Trying to steal my commission from Domino again. Manny, don't you ever give up?
I'm not after any commission. I just want to get us both out of here.
Then why don't you just ask your boss for the day off?
Can't believe you think he's my boss. He's my arch enemy.
I think he's your boss. You think he's my boyfriend. We don't seem to have a good foundation of trust in our relationship, do we?
I'm sorry I implied he was your boyfriend. I do trust you.
Well, I'm not sure I trust you about that, but I'll tell you one thing that would convince me.
Name it.
Give me your gun.
What? What makes you think I have a gun?
You work for the most heavily armed organization in the land of the dead. Don't try to tell me they didn't issue you a gun.
I think we need to talk.
Start talking. You're the salesman.
They didn't issue me a gun.
What, are you on probation? I'm not buying this, Manuel. Manny, why don't you come back when you're willing to deal straight with me, okay?
Hey, about that gun.
Ready to hand over your heater?
I would if I had one.
Right.
I have a lot of explaining to do.
Save your breath. Domino's explained it all to me already.
You have a lot of explaining to do.
Me? About what?
Why did you take me out with that champagne bottle?
I told you to stop you from falling into Domino's trap. If you had made it on that ship, then you would have ended up...
Here?
Yes.
Why are you working for Domino?
I do what he asks only to protect the children.
Why are those children locked up in a cage?
With the wings those angelitos have, they're the only things on this island Domino can't control.
Hey, if they can fly, let's set the kids free to go get help.
They can't fly that far, Manny. But they can fly circles around Domino, and they can bite pretty hard.
Yeah, 'cause that happened.
So why did you run out of my office?
I felt so embarrassed, and you looked so disappointed in me. I couldn't stand it anymore.
Then what were you doing that whole year I was in Rubacava?
I was lost.
What did you...
I don't want to talk about that year, please.
Has Domino hurt you in any way?
Not as much as I've hurt him. Boy, can that guy take a punch.
Okay, I'll lay off the questions.
Great. Now if we could get you to just lay off the cologne.
Hey, I'm a sailor now. We have to wear this stuff. I'm gonna go see about getting us a boat.
Ooh, remember to get a fast one so we can water ski, all right?
All right. So she is not ready to trust us at all.
Sir, do you have an appointment?
I'm going in there to tell Domino my demands.
I don't think you fully understand the chain of command around here. Pugsy and BB work for you. You and I work for Domino, who works for Hector Le Mans, crime boss of El Maro.
Well, I think it's time for a little corporate restructuring. Domino. Domino!
Taking your first coffee break already, Calavera?
We got a score to settle, Issy.
You know, if I ever spoke to my boss Hector that way.
You killed my best friend.
The demon? Manny, you can use a demon as a driver. Let him carry your messages, let him serve you food. But you can't ever start thinking of them as friends. It's just not natural.
Ugh, he's such a jerk.
What are you doing out here on the edge of the world?
Oh, I know. I ask myself that every day. But I'm going to train you, Manny, to take my place here running this 2-bit light bulb factory.
How can you keep little children in a cage?
Trust me, it's easier than keeping big kids in a cage.
Why don't you just sprout me like you tried at Puerto Zapato?
That wasn't me. That was Hector. He's so unimaginative. Just wants to tie up the loose ends, you know? But I believe, however, that you can be rehabilitated through honest work.
He's got such an ego.
What makes you think I'm gonna work for you?
Well, there's not much to do on this island if you don't work, take it from me. And think about it. Once I'm gone, it will be just you and Meche alone on this deserted island. Don't tell me that prospect doesn't appeal to you.
You and Hector set up a secret hideout to make light bulbs?
Oh, no, that's just a side benefit. The real purpose is to have a place we can lock up all those old clients of mine. Can't have good people wandering loose in the land of the dead, telling everybody how we stole their double-in tickets, now can we?
You stole all these people's tickets?
Okay, how much of this haven't you figured out, Calavera? Capal would route all the good clients to me after he switched over their tickets to a secret holding fund. I'd cover up the paper trail, and we'd make sure that the pigeon jumped overboard at the Pearl.
I knew it! You were getting all the good clients.
I handled them all, except for Mercedes, who you hijacked from me in that ridiculous hot rod, which I saw, by the way, last time I was in Rubacava. I tell you, Manny, hot rods like that just don't look safe to me.
Yeah, that will come back to haunt us later.
So it wasn't my fault Meche didn't get a ticket. You stole it.
Well, it's your fault she ended up in the forest instead of coming here right away, but I fixed that.
I'm taking Meche out of this dungeon.
Manny, before I found her, she spent a year out there in a petrified forest alone because of you. By comparison, I'd say I'm keeping her pretty comfortable here in my, dungeon. Wouldn't you say?
I don't plan to be on this island for very long.
Manny, I have all the guns. I have all the transportation, and I have all the brains. What are you gonna do?
One ticket for you, one for Hector. How many more do you need?
Oh, Manny, we never touch the product ourselves. We sell a ticket to unfortunate souls, unable to lead moral lives because of the crippling amount of cash they were born into.
Ugh.
Well, you could just take the tickets and leave today.
We found a way to make the land of the dead livable. Why would we want to leave?
Nice island you got here.
Yeah, the previous owners didn't know what they had here. Let us pick it up for a song. They scooped out all the coral they could reach with their crane and then abandoned the plant. But we knew we had what it would take to go the extra distance to the big reef.
Are you about to lecture me about the winning attitude again?
No! Slave labor, Manny. That's the real ticket to success.
Well, I gotta get back to trying to escape.
Hey, you do that, kid. Knock yourself out.
He's such a jerk.
He seems completely unaware of how close I am to escape.
Mostly because he doesn't think you can. But luckily, Manny is actually a fair bit smarter than he is. Saw Manny's head turn. Thought I did. Oh, okay. Okay, it's over here then. Yeah, there it is.
Stupid chisel!
Look who ended up here.
Chisel!
I'll bet all these miners were brought here by that octopus. Well, at least it didn't eat them. I'll bet all these miners...
Lay down your tools. We're busting out of here.
Man, if I had only gotten that book back from Terry, I could really start some trouble here.
Yep.
Frickin'.
Chapito seems a little overpowered by his choice of tools.
Stupid chisel!
Chapito!
Huh? Who? Oh, you is it? Why, I oughta... Look at my eyebrows.
Well, you really weren't standing in a very safe place.
Well, neither are you right now, amigo.
Relax, we're busting out of here soon.
We are done traveling together. I work solo, my friend, and I walk alone.
Nice drill.
Drill? This here is a cordless, high-speed reciprocating chisel. And look, it's a bust-all. They usually don't give these to the new guys.
How'd you get a bust-off?
I'm connected, plugged in, and I had some booty to trade. Trade's the name of the game out here in the Big Reef.
Booty? Where'd you get booty?
It's all over the ocean floor. Jewelry, precious coins. You people and your fancy boats never know about it, 'cause you just never stop and look.
Give me some booty and I'll buy our way out of here.
I traded it all for this beauty.
You traded jewelry and precious coins for a power tool?
It's a bust-all.
Brand power right there.
I want to trade something.
Well, you came to the right place, sonny. What you be needing?
A gun.
Ooh, that's gonna cost some. What do you got on you?
My turtleneck.
Oh, yeah, that is nice. Acrylic?
No, it's all natural.
Oh, too bad. Natural fibers are so uncomfortable underwater.
I know.
When you got something worth trading, come see old Chapito. He'll do you right.
Chapito!
Huh? Who?
But there is something else we can
What?
do here.
That tool looks a little overpowered for you.
Overpowered? Nothing overpowers Chapito.
If you say so.
Well, I got a long day of reef wrecking ahead of me, so...
Please, bust away. Yo, Pito! Have you ever seen an authentic little chipper?
A little chipper? No, I haven't. But I'd sure love to give it a test drive. Say, little chipper, you're okay. Oh, Virginia. La-dee-dee-dee.
That little hammer is more his speed.
Oh, dee-da-da-da.
Alright, so we now have the bust-all, which is much more useful to us than the hammer. But we now need something to trade for the gun.
Man, that ashtray's so fancy you could eat caviar out of it.
Once you got used to the sooty aftertaste, you'd feel like a king.
Ow!
Oh, my stockings! They're ruined! And this was my best pair!
You
try to have one nice thing on this cruel island.
I like the new dress.
Well, it's the best I could pull together out here. Do you have any idea how hard it is to get decent fabric and silk stockings on a deserted factory island on the edge of the world?
No, I don't. Good enough for me.
What is...
Oh, the speed at which you're working.
That's nice, Manny, but you're not my boss, so really I couldn't care less.
Good. Excellent. Carry on.
Maybe a little singed, but they are silk.
Do-do-do. Ah, sweet Mary. Ba-dum-da-dum.
That was Gladys's job.
Oh. I hit pick up as opposed to
Oh, dee-da-da-da.
the inventory button. That's funny.
Hey, Cheppy, check out the hosiery.
Say, these are real silk. Where'd you find them?
I've been wearing them the whole time.
You too? Well then, here's your new best friend.
Ah, my first Sprautella gun. Is it loaded?
No. Hey, bullets are hard to get. La-dee-da-dee-da-da. Ba-dum-da-dum. Just me and little Chipper.
I waver between being amused by and annoyed by Chipito as a character. Sometimes in the space of seconds.
Here. What good's a relationship without trust?
True, a relationship without trust is about as empty as a gun without bullets. Guess you didn't realize a smart girl always keeps an extra round in her hat for mad days. Come on, let's go.
Meche, you don't know what you...
I know exactly what I'm doing. Now move!
Would you just listen to my escape plan first?
Trouble in paradise, kids?
You're letting us go right now, or your boy Friday here gets it.
Well, I hate to see you go, Manny, but, the lady seems to have made up her mind.
I'm serious. I'll shoot him.
Fine. It really doesn't work for me anyway.
But I thought I'll shoot you then.
No, you won't. You're too good, remember?
I'm not good anymore. You've taken that out of me, keeping me a prisoner here. I'm gonna crack you open like a fake wing rod. I'm gonna...
Kid's all right. She's a firecracker, but a night in the cooler usually dampens her fuse.
Yeah, well, Domino, you'd piss off anybody.
Man, that ashtray's so fancy you could eat caviar out of it.
I'm getting angry!
This should open
I'm running out of air!
Must be a combination lock, but there are no numbers on it. Poor Don was never good with numbers.
BB! Open this door! Open this door! This isn't funny!
Ooh, I bet I could pick that. If only I hadn't lost my
Manny,
union
where
card
are
in that
you?
poker game. Ooh, I bet I could pick that.
I'm sorry I didn't trust you! I think I'm running out of air! I'm sorry I didn't trust you! Hey!
Must have hit a major circuit. But it looks like I've exposed the guts here.
Alright.
I can't move those by hand. I need this wheel.
Alright. So basically this is a sort of motion-based combo lock. So you can either, this going one way will move each one in sequence, and then all of them. And then you can restart the whole thing from the other direction. Basically, what we're aiming to do... shoot. Okay. We want there to be a sizable gap. Something weird about the line up there, but I'll try it.
Stay.
Jam that in place, and bingo.
All right, Mitchie, you can come out now. Mitchie? Boy, the bus stall and I really did a number on that door.
But,
Looks like years and years of coral harvest reports. This can't be what this secret safe is meant to hold.
And look, a suit of armor.
Man, people in the old days were huge.
Or you're just short, Manny.
Mitchie, are you in there? It's time to come out, honey. No time for hide and seek. This must be the big chipper.
Alright.
Some sort of metal contact.
Metal to metal? It should have worked. Oh, I know why it's not working. The problem with this scenario is that it only works when the door is closed.
Oh, Raul. I am so sorry.
And for those who were at the last session of this, Raul was the waiter we locked in the pantry in year 2. Alright, now this should work.
Manny, I knew you would... Why is that door closed?
It was the only way the wind?
Oh.
So, hidden room.
Hey, this is my room. Go use up the air in your own room.
That vent is the only way out of here that I could see. I couldn't reach that vent, even if I stood on Mitch's shoulders.
Wouldn't it make more sense for me to stand on your shoulders anyway?
Are you kidding? Look at your heels. That home plumbing sprinkler system looks like it's about to fall apart. Doesn't look like she's cooled off yet.
Ooh, look at the suitcases.
What's in these cases?
Take a look. It's all the double-end tickets Hector and Dom have stolen over the years. Each one stolen from a good soul, and now they just sit there.
That's it.
What?
They just sit there. That's what's been bothering me. In the days when I was a hot salesman, I used to see double-end tickets all the time, and they move.
What do you mean they move?
They become agitated around human souls, and the ticket that belongs to you will actually fly into your hand. But these tickets, and the tickets in that suitcase of Charlie's, it's like they're dead. Why would Hector and Domino be hoarding cases of counterfeit double-end tickets?
Mysteries. Many, many mysteries.
That home plumbing sprinkler system looks like it's about to fall apart. Now, all we have to do is wait for the room to fill up, and we'll just float on out of here. Well, this is disappointing.
Not to me. We don't float, remember?
Yeah. Here's where things get interesting, however.
Warning. Fire system. Do not touch.
Thank you.
If you notice there, the water all drains to a single pile. So we know where the drain is. If we can't get to the vents...
This must be the big chipper.
Maybe we can make it through the drain. Oh, right, he can only move backwards during this. Annie, move. Okay, hold on. Let's try. There we go. There's some glitchiness with this today. I'm not sure why. Alright, so if I remember correctly, you line it up and drop it.
After you.
What about the suitcases?
Forget them. They're counterfeit. They wouldn't fit through this hole anyway. Let's go. Okay, you get the kids, and I'll meet you back here with the boat.
What boat?
Well, I'm working on that.
Okay, Manny.
Alright.
Where am I gonna get a boat? I bet Gladys would know.
Alright. So we've figured out the first part of that. Get Mechie out. So now we gotta get ourselves a boat. They look like giant hair curlers, don't they?
They must bring the core over here to be crushed. Either that or these are the biggest, meanest looking hair curlers I've ever seen.
Yep. Can we get around from this side? Yeah, we can.
It's enorme.
So, this is the crane that Domino was talking about earlier. We can go up the ladder. Oh, come on. This is how we're going to deal with the fact that we can't let Domino, we got Mechie out. Taking the crane will actually get us to the other part of the island.
It's enorme.
Yep. Yes, it is. Alright. You may remember this. This gets us around to the other part.
Uh-oh.
Oh, look. It's an anchor. yes, it is still attached. And look who's here.
Gladys! You're okay.
Well, it hurt a little when I hit, but my head cracked open an aft panel here.
I gotta tell you, carnal, I thought you were dead.
Oh, Manny, I've been having a great time. Listen. I ask you, is there an engine that can resist the love that's in these hands?
Apparently not.
Nope.
That's as close to the edge as I want to be. That's as close to the edge as I want to be.
All right. So we have Glottis. And look, it's a boat. But unfortunately, it's hanging off of its own anchor, basically over the edge of the world. So we gotta do something about that. Come on. There we go. Okay, so that's the switch that sends it, and that reverses the direction on that, so that's good to know. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to get back up on the platformy, the conveyor thing here. Yeah, you have to run here or else you'll get carried up. Carried down. Run up so you get carried down. I'm good at talking tonight. Okay. So yeah, the other thing about this is that you can actually operate the crane. There's a certain device here that will be very handy once again. This is one of those puzzles that's a little more esoteric, but it's certainly doable. Dust all. Bust all, rather. Bust all. Oh, that went badly. For the crane.
I can see why they don't give these chisels to the new guys.
Around that fence. There we go. Up the ladder. Operate the crane. Oh, and look what's about to happen. Hooray!
Uh-oh.
The goal here, we need to get that ship off the edge of the world. Oops. I totally went down too far. Wait. Maybe that's not how we do this. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. I know what to do now. Oh, yeah. Get off of there, Manny. So, we've got a pulling device, we've got a chain, and we just need to get it around the anchor. So we've got to do some messing around here. Get it all bunched up. Put the direction back again. Back up you go, Manny. Here we go!
Gladys, I'm so glad to see you.
Aw, is the boat already?
Yeah, come on. Let's go eat some reef.
Yeah, that's the thing. So we
Works
needed
like
those to get
crazy.
through the...
Full speed
We needed those
ahead.
things to get through the reef. I just did it all at once.
What? Oh.
So are you really going to bring me back and try to get your old job again?
There's no job for me now except to bring you and everyone else here to the end of the road.
But if you aren't going to use me to get your job back, why did you spend all this time trying to find me?
Meche, I needed to find you.
I gave you one job, Manny. And look at you, already screwing it up. I suppose you realize that this is gonna go down on your permanent record.
Don't worry, we're not actually going to fight him here, though I will have him trade a couple of blows. Just for fun.
Woo! This doesn't look good for the kid.
Look, Dom, I'm not gonna work for you.
Oh, don't worry about that. You're fired. Just consider this your severance.
Yeah, let's get on with this.
That's the squishiest looking periscope I've ever seen.
I don't believe you, Calavera. You're losing a fight, so you pick on one of my pets? Why aren't you more like me, Manny? I've been trying to show you how, but you don't listen. If you just adopt the proper attitude, just look what could happen to you.
Just in the nick of time. And that is year 3.